And we exist. Yay. I can't see because I'm blind. I was not smart. I did not grab my glasses. That's alright. We don't need to see. Spade, you're here too. We got the whole party here today. Huzzah! Look, you want to see the child? The child is existing. He's turning out so good. I did find them. I'm just not wearing them. I think they're in the bedroom. Listen, man, I don't go around my house wearing glasses. What kind of person does that? Dickies! He's turning out really good. He's going to have embroidered hair. I've decided we're gonna embroider his hair because I don't feel like machine sewing all of those spikes, and they'll come out a lot more consistent if I let the embroidery machine do them. So we'll just have it do a 5-pass so they don't pop seams or anything like that. And I think too it'll use a lot less excess fabric compared to if I were to machine sew all of them individually and then flip them out. Yee! I was gonna have it running in the background, but then I realized that the file I'd been working on for the last 10 minutes that I then closed because I thought I'd saved it did not in fact save. So now I have to start all over. Upside doesn't take too long to program it, so because it's 2 different kinds of hair. Forrest, stop licking your leg. Holy crap, man. Like a cat. He does need a bath soon. He ran out and around in the mud. Stuff like that. So he's like, what? I'm just giving myself a bath. But, hopefully I can start getting those going tonight. And for now, we'll work on getting... Oh, big stretch. We'll work on getting his stuff patterned. I haven't really decided. I think I'm going to come along the bottoms of the eyes. I think is the plan here. Because honestly, I think with how little depth there is to his muzzle, I think we could do all of this as one piece, minus the details. And then we'll just put a dart in for the cheek. So we'll see how that turns out. Eek. And then we'll go like that. And I have since learned that my desk does not like duct tape. I have ruined a lot more of my desk this morning just with the duct tape, so, you know. Oh well. What matters is that the wood is still there. I don't care that the wood grain texture is there. It doesn't need to look nice, it just needs to work. And then we'll cut a dart in that. That's when we cut all our pieces out. And then I think, honestly, actually, this can be one big old piece too. And we'll just have to probably cut a dart here, I think, from across the top of the eye. Which I don't really want to do. But I think that might end up being the best way to do that. Exactly, it's the work desk. stretch some of these plastic bits on there. Well, that took a lot less plastic bag than it usually does. Usually I do a face and I have to take up most of the plastic bag. But he also doesn't have ears. So ears take up a lot of space on their own. Usually. Not always, but usually. And that's alright, because we can save this chunk for when we pattern the back of his head. That'll make life easier. Jay, you know what we never did yesterday? We never played Stardew. So sad. I imagine you were dying yesterday, though, after the appointment, so... Which I had to call for my appointment, the telehealth one, because they scheduled it for next Friday. But they wanted me to mail back confirmation that I was going in, and I'm like, you're not going to get this confirmation before the appointment, because I just got the letter today. So I had to call and be like, hey, by the way, I will be there. Damn. That's better. I don't like having darts right on the front of the head, but it's very curved right here. How could you? I feel betrayed. So betrayed. It's so rude, Jay. I can't believe you'd do that to me. It's alright, I'll live. I ended up doing something else last night anyway. Oh, yeah. I was in bed by then. But see, that's the joy of Stardew Mobile. I can play it in bed. I usually do, actually. I go climb in bed, and if I'm not on TikTok or YouTube, I'll play a couple nights of Stardew, and then go to bed. And be like, yes, laying in bed. Seducing my husband and growing plants, as one does. There was a lot of hype around Stardew for years. Everybody's like, oh my god, Stardew, oh my god, Stardew. But then nobody actually told me things about Stardew. So I never played it because I never seen anything for it. Nobody had ever told me anything about it. And then finally I was like, you know what? Fine. I will play this Stardew thing that people keep talking about. And it's good. I do like Stardew. It's good. That is not where I wanted that dart. We can actually tape that one back together. Duct tape. Nope. This is the good chunk. Duct tape. Well, you see, there's so much more to the game than just the farming. And it's amazing. People are like, oh yeah, it's like a farming sim. Bitch, no it ain't. There's so many more things you can do than farming. To the point where, like, I get annoyed when I have to farm instead of doing the other things. Like, winter is my favorite season because I don't have to worry about it. And I'm like, yes! Not like you don't have to farm, but it's a farming simulator. I'm gonna farm. I'm gonna wake up every morning, give my husband a kissy kiss, say hi to my 2 children, go farm, and then hope it's not 2 in the afternoon by the time I have to go into the mines or some shit. It's just the way it goes. Alright, now we're gonna cut out these teeny tiny pieces that I hope I don't lose. See, I put all this effort into protecting my desk so the duct tape won't ruin it. And then the duct tape ruined it anyway. This is some bullshit. Personally, I like the fishing part of Stardew. I'm not a fan of the fishing mechanics, but I like the fishing part of Stardew. I like that it exists. I also like the chickens. I just really like the chickens. I make so much fucking mayonnaise. You don't even know. And it took me until year 2 to figure out that I could make a mayonnaise machine. Mind you, I'm almost on year 4 at this point. For my first game, anyway. My second game is still on year 1 because I started playing it and I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. I didn't label which eyebrow was which because nobody said I was smart, unfortunately. I'm gonna label these. This one is 2, and this one is 1. There we go. Now we know. Eyebrow 1, eyebrow 2. For each side. And then we've got our little stripey. And then actually with the scissors, I can do the scissors for this one. Oh yeah, it's a big learning curve for fishing. Like, it took me a hot minute to figure out how the fuck fishing worked. And don't even think about it, you little asshole. Yeah. Hi, hello. Fishing with the pole that they give you to start with is a pain in the ass. Like, it's a lot easier when you actually have stuff to fish with properly. And even then, it's still, the mechanic itself is just, it's like Flappy Bird fishing. It's horrible. Yeah. You're gonna leave. You're gonna get out. You're gonna get alone. Okay, bye. Forrest has decided he wants to go be annoying, so. Is this the color we're using for this? For the... I have to look at the reference sheet again. No, it's the other brown. crazy. Because this is the same color as, yeah, as the Beanie Weenies. I know I used some of this already. Where did I cut that from? The other side, probably? From nowhere. I cut it from nowhere. There it is. Oh, I cut horizontally like a dumbass. There we go. Start with the easy to trace pieces. There we go. And scissors. Ta-da, one piece done. And then I gotta check something. I wish I had my glasses, then I could see. That's too far. Same brown as the stripes. Okay. I like to do all the little pieces first because then I can't lose them. Pet, pet, pet. Oh, do you want pets too? Pet, pet, pet. There you go, buddy. I think it's got some lovin's. Okay. I guess we're gonna go from the bottom up. The fur direction is towards me, which means I'll go like this. Which gives us 1, 1. And then one, 2. There we go. Two, 1. And 2, 2. There's that. We got this guy. One. But I don't want to cut these out yet because I still need to do this brown piece, which I can't do until I trace the big piece. I have a lot of cream fur. If you guys couldn't tell. I bought a lot, just in case. And now it's covered in random bits. There we go. Whew.
You've tried every kind of trip.
This stuff is
For
long.
something different? Say hello to Ann Arbor. It's more than the ultimate college town. It's 7 unique destinations made for reconnecting with the real you. World-class trails, dig into our award-winning eats, or just relax with the people you love.
You gotta go like this.
In A2. Plan your trip at AnnArbor.org.
So right side only. My dog's out there barking again at nothing.
USA membership is for those who serve and continue their spouses, then kids, and their kids for generations to come. And because our members know USAA's commitment to serving the military community, they're proud to start their family's legacy. Become a member today at USAA.com/join.
With the Venmo debit card, you can Venmo everything. Your favorite band's merch, you can Venmo this. Or the next show, you can Venmo that. Visit Venmo.me/debit to learn more. The Venmo MasterCard.
Plus, I need to know where my tiny scissors went because I'd rather cut these out with the tiny, with my tiny scissors rather than my big ones. Well, see you guys in a minute, I guess. Extra special. All right. You're back, yay! I never did look up that commercial you guys were talking about yesterday. So I actually traced it wrong the first time. But that's okay, because it was an easy fix. I need to trace the back side without the cutout, and then the front side with the cutout, not the other way around. There we go. I think my little scissors. Oh, put it on for no reason. I think my little scissors are actually out in the living room. So. All right, you actually need to get out of my way. And we finished this one. So now then, I can actually reflect this one. Sorry, Pinkus. She's like, there's fur in my face. Now you know how the rest of us feel. It took me so long last night to sublimate those eyes because somebody is exploding. So it kept getting between the ink and the mesh and leaving perfectly white hair-shaped lines on the mesh. And even if I blew it off and double-checked and made sure there was no fur, somehow, magically, a Bingus fur would manage to get onto the mesh. It's horrible. Yes, exactly. It's rude. Because we're like, no fur? Okay, no fur on this side. No fur? Okay, no fur on that side. And then I squish it. And then I flip it and I squish it some more. And then I undo its little sandwich to see how it turned out. And suddenly, fur lines. And I'm like, damn it. In fact, one of the eyes I ended up using has a fur line on it, but I was lucky enough that it was close enough to the edge that it's underneath the eye blank itself, so you can't actually see it. Because I sublimate further outside than just the pupil itself, if that makes sense. Because I'd rather have extra sublimation than not enough, and then have plain white mesh showing through, because that would suck. I have a feeling that knockoff Tetris is not, in fact, copyright free, unfortunately. Which means I should probably skip this song. Although it was most of the way through the song already, so probably not gonna do much. This is 100% just an Undertale song. Which battle is this? I know I should know, but I don't. Is it Metatons? This is the dance battle with Metaton. Hi, Bingle. She's just staring up at me like, Mother, I blend in with the fur fabric, Mother. Okay, we're gonna switch our playlists, cause... There we go. Alright. I'm going to skedoodle real quick. Shoo. Good enough. I'll be right back. Are you coming in or not, Forrest? No? Okay. He changed his mind. He wants in here. Yeah, get your face out of it, nosy butt. Thank you. Get your face out of all my furs, please. More. Hey, don't be eating stuff off the floor. I just watched him spit out a piece of paper he was trying to eat. Can't behave yourself, I'm going to kick you back out again. You hear me? Thank you, good boy. Good dogs. That rough, huh? Yeah, that rough. She's over here like, I'm dying, mother. These are my last breaths. I know I had these last week, but this is the end for me. Yeah. Oh, good lord. You're so dramatic. She just survived the perils of being near fur fabric, God forbid. Hi! Glad to see you're here. How's work going? I assume you're at work if you're on your lunch break. Yeah, sounds about right. Isn't that how it is every day, though? It's just the way work be. I mean, yeah. It's the way it goes. This stuff, I've noticed, doesn't have nearly as dense of a backing as the cream does. Which has me worried for how this is going to shave down, because I don't think this is as dense, maybe? As thick as the, that is. So we got this, we got this, and we got, yeah. I think we'll leave these guys. We don't want to cut those guys out because that's how you lose tiny pieces. This one we did want to cut out that section. Well, don't be eepies. Didn't you say you wanted to do a doodles? If you say you're eepies, I'm gonna start being eepies, and then everybody's gonna be tired. And it won't work out for anyone. Apparently today's an eepy day. Everybody's eepy. It's one of the few days that I'm not eepy. I've been sleeping better lately, which is nice. Not amazingly so, but you know, better. Now if someone could let me sleep in, not you, Bingus, you let me sleep in all the time, then maybe I'd actually be caught up on my sleep. But somebody has to pee at 8 o'clock every morning. And then steps all over me about it. I swear to God, he's like a cat, you know? Like, he's like, alright, time to be awake. Climbs all over you. I love this color. This is such a pretty color. If I have some extra of this, I'm gonna definitely use it for some pre-mades if I can. I have ideas. Not really. I do not have a lot of ideas, actually. I have some Artistic Liberty suits that I really want to make. But they're Artistic Liberty because I cannot afford to buy the materials for them to just make them as pre-mades and then hope they sell. Which is the sad thing. I do want to try to get more embroidery in my suits. I think that would be fun. I'm not a big fan of the applique paw beans per se. I feel like that uses a lot more material than necessary for making toe beans. but like sewing tattoos, right? Like embroidering tattoos onto a fursuit or something. Or like adding details to the inside of ears, texture, you know. I think that would be fun. And I want to play around with the embroidered badges more, because I really like doing the fully embroidered badges. But I don't think I can do embroidered threads, not threads, the metallic threads. So I'm thinking of like playing around with like different fabrics to applique on. Like if we want to do like metallic eyeballs on a Fursona badge, get some hollow fabric and just embroider that on where the eyes are, and then it'll kind of be shiny and stuff. I think that would be fun. Do like hollow backgrounds and such. Jay, I have ideas, and it's a problem. Such a problem. But I think adding more embroidery to suits, that would be fun. Alright. As much as I would like to start sewing these, I don't want to. Right, let's get all this out of here. All these scraps. Get out here, buddy. I got hiccups. And this should go right here. And now he's fuzzy. Now he's a fuzzy boy. This is gonna be great. Oh, it's exploding though. Oh, the fox fur is exploding. Oh, I gotta sneeze. I'm sorry, did I wake you? I had to sneeze in my face, which I've been told is not good for you to hold your sneezes in. But I'd rather not sneeze at all, if I could, honestly. So, I do not want to do these yet because I need to use my thinner thread, and I think that's out and about somewhere in the house. I don't know where though, so I'll have to actually look for it, but I know what I can do. Who wants to have some fun testing a Veto tuber with me? Let's see here. Is this the thing? Can you hear me now? Cause that should be. Hold on. Switching. What is that at 18.4? There we go. Yeah, you guys should be able to hear me now, right? Is it? You don't like help? This is why you do the experimentals. Is this better? I can turn me uppies. Which one? Oh, I do have to turn me uppies. That's why. Duh. So now I should be the same as I was. The only problem is I can't have Brilliance open and see chat. Can I picture in picture? Yeah, pop out chat. Give me chat. Bring it over here. And then oh, yes. What are you doing here? What is this? Oh no. Ah, only a little. This is ridiculous. Do I need to turn me up more? Like, to here? This... How do I... Oh, it's audio output. Hold on. Where did it put you? There we go. Lock it. Is that better? Yeah. That should be so much better. What is... What is that one, then? I don't know why that exists. And of course, we've got ads again. That's alright. That'll give me time to adjust this. Because normally... There we go. Oh, no, don't fill up my whole window. I just want chat off to the side. There we go. Now I can see chat. And normally I'd have my drawing tablet out for this, but we're... Oh, dear Lord. We're winging it today. Because I don't feel like getting out my drawing tablet. So normally in Brilliance would be on an entirely different screen. And we wouldn't have to worry about it. I also wouldn't be using my desktop. We want this to be 6 by 10 exactly. Okay. Then... Yay, the ad break is over.
LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year at lifelock.com/Spotify. Terms apply.
Time to restock your pantry? Kroger offers
And then
the
we're
same
gonna
great
pretend
prices
we
and
like what it
quality
did.
online that you get in store. From pasta to cook for family dinners to school lunch essentials. Get what you need when you shop, pickup, or delivery. If you're
Zoom.
not 100% satisfied
Oh,
with
good
your
Lord.
online order, we make it right. Guaranteed. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Choose from a great selection of digital coupons and use them up to 5 times in one transaction. Check our app for details. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
There we go. I don't mind it being... Yeah, we like that shape better. Can I actually... Yeah. And you want this to be a backstitch 5-pass. You... Sure. No, we don't like that. We want to actually be able to reach you about your car's extended warranty. And then we'll make... Oop. No, I just... There we go. Okay. Yeah, that looks much better, because now if we go to the normal scale, this is how big it should be once embroidered, and then it's actually going to be a little bit skinnier by like this much on each side. So I think this one we might actually want to widen up a bit. Just a little bit. And then same with this guy. Because what we want in the end is for it to look like those, but I'd also like for it to have a straighter line than whatever that is. Why is... Oh, that's why. Zoom. Pixels, zoom. You is here, hi. I'm trying to... Oh god, no. Oh, undo whatever that was. Oh god. You know what, this'll work. This is what we got going. So now, zoom, zoom. Oh, too much zoom. You know what, we're just... Too zoom. This one we want to actually... like so. Yeah. ba, ba, ba. And then, this is the fun part. We're going to see how it'll actually stitch out on the frame. Yeah. So then it should just go back and forth between them. I had it doing 4 of the big ones, I thought. I mean, I must not have. It's only doing this. There's a lot of wasted space here and here on the hoop, and I would rather it not be like that. So let's see if we can fix this arrangement to fit one more. Okay, so this needs to come up a bit more. There we go. Because we don't need nearly as many of these little ones as we do the big ones. So I'd rather actually do this. And then have 4 for every 2. In fact, actually. No, okay. I'm just trying to think if maybe swapping these would have any benefit, but I don't think so. And that just makes even weirder spaces. I can zoom 1:1. Because this is how big they'll actually be, which gives me this much space between them. Sure, I like that. So now we're actually going to save them this time. Shoopy. And now we can back to here. And you can boopy boopity. There we go. Alright. to actually send the file to the machine, which is what I was trying to do beforehand. There they are. Wait a minute. Okay. I want to look at something real quick, because there is a file labeled hairs. Hold on, we're going to use this file instead, because this is the one I originally wanted to use. Oh. Hold on. No, we're going to use the new file because we wanted it to. Yeah. So now sending a new file over. There we go. I'm going to need a Mickey. Which we got specifically for this. This is the hair Mickey, right? Just gotta double check. Yeah. It has its own Mickey. And then it's going to go in the hoop. That's something I didn't account for. It's the direction of the Mickey. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, it's fine. I swear I know what I'm doing. Oh. Okay. So... Okay, now it's just being a butt. And it's saving it in random places. Okay, because here's the issue we have now, is that the Minky direction is not how we want it, unfortunately. So everybody has to be facing the same direction. But nobody said it had to be perfect. It just has to be going this way. That's a little closer than I'd like. There you go. There we go. So now we're going to file. Save stitch file. Stitch isn't working. There we go. Now we can do the thing we wanted to do. Ugh. I promise, guys, we're making progress, slowly but surely. So now we have to send it over again, because now it's different. And now we gotta get our big old hoop. We're just gonna slide in like this. I do actually still need you to move out of my way. There we go. Then yeah, the direction's this way, so we're good. Now the issue I had when I was doing fleece was that 2 layers was too thick. So we'll find out how it decides to work with the Minky on the hoop. I might end up just having to do the one and tack the other on. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Because I don't want to fight 2 layers of Minky. Now the only downside, really, is that I'm pretty sure the embroidery machine is almost out of white thread in the lower bobbin, which means I'm going to have to be over there winding it for a minute. That's okay. And this is why I wish I didn't have you guys crammed in the corner, because it would be so much easier to take you with me if that weren't the case. I was right the first time. Just lay it like this. There we go. And now the Minky's going to explode, because that's what Minky does. It needs to go like this. And we'll put it on the hoop. We gotta tell it to get the one we actually want to use. There we go. And then this should actually work pretty good. If I don't get myself stabbed. If I'm smart. And then I will be right back. Oh, whoops. Yeah. So now, we're waiting for that to do its thing. Extremely loudly. We can use this stuff. And we can start sewing up our darts and stuff while we wait. And then odds are I'll need, let's see here, it did, what, 3 to 2? 4 to 3? No, it was 4 to 2. I don't like that sound. Apparently that sound was fine. That sound was fine and meant absolutely nothing. It's out of thread. This is what I get. This is what I get for doing things. Sitting gently. Losing bobbin. These are all very important steps to rethreading the bobbin, by the way. Required even. So how's everybody's day going? Mine is going like this. I'm almost out of white thread on that bobbin, which I'm not a fan of. Upside, I have like 3 more bobbins of white thread, so we'll be okay. I think. I either have 3 or I have 1. 2, I guess. 3 or 2. 'Cause this shouldn't be one of the new ones. I could look, but I won't.
Switch on to NBA Finals because fast breaks and threes deserve an exhilarating blast of flavor.
Refill the lower part. Rethread the upper part. Oh, come on.
Hey, Spotifyers, click or tap the button to listen to Beast Mode. Get your Beast Mode.
There we go.
Brought to you by Icy Hot's Comeback Cavalry.
Yeah. Now we should be good. Eh. Ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk. As much as I love my embroidery machine, it vexes me. That's alright. You might actually get all of the face fur sewn today, which would be dope. And add, dang. Right as I was talking about something interesting. Shroopy doopy. It's fine. Yay! You all survived. You all survived the ad break. Yay. Don't worry, the embroidery machine is fine? Question mark? I hope it's fine. It'd be a problem if it wasn't. There we go. I do like the sound the embroidery machine makes. Like, it's really loud. It's louder than my 3D printer, honestly. And my 3D printer is pretty fucking loud. It can get pretty intense. But it's a very soothing, like, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. It's like a train. It's like a very small train is inside my house. I like it. I like the small train inside my house. If only my small train weren't so loud. Upside, it's still quieter than my actual sewing machine. Plus, it's over there. And I don't have to sit directly next to it going deaf. I probably need to oil my sewing machine in spots that haven't been oiled in several years. Because, like, I oil the lower bobbin case, like it tells you to, right on the machine, regularly. But I think I actually am due to oil the boom arm, or whatever it's called. I call it the boom arm. That's probably not what it's called. The uppy-downy shaft. See, that just sounds horrible. You can't call it that. But the part that actually makes the needle move needs to be oiled, I'm sure, because I don't think it has been. I got in there a while ago and brushed out so much fur, and there's definitely more in there from sewing fur fabric. Like, that's just the way it goes, but I've been doing it for years. There's so much fur in parts of the machine that I can't reach, and it drives me nuts because there are no instructions on how to get into your machine whatsoever, because they would much rather you take it to a dealer and have them open it and clean it for $120 than let me clean my own $50 sewing machine. And I'm like, listen, no. I'm not paying more than my machine is worth to get it cleaned. I might as well just buy another machine. And I did. I have another machine on the shelf over there. But I'm going to use my old machine until this one dies. Yeah, don't forget to oil your machine, Pissel. Yeah. That being said, if I ever need maintenance done on the embroidery machine, that one I will take in and pay $100 or $200 to be maintained, because that's a $2,000 machine, and I am much more worried about fucking up that one than I am my old piece of machinery that doesn't even have electronics in it, you know? Great, everybody's getting a reminder. Everybody go oil your frickin' machines right now while we're thinking about it. Do it. Oil your machines. Do it. Do it. Do it. Maintenance time. Jay, have you oiled your machine? I don't expect you to get up and oil your machine, though. You get a pass this time. Next time, though, I'm gonna oil it. I'll come over. I will come to your house and oil your machine, and that is a threat. I will commit machine maintenance on everyone's sewing machines. It's done! Yay! Guys, it's done embroidering. Well done. Scoot, scoot. Scooting. Nice. That's some good shit. I see some spots where it started knotting on the bottom for some reason. That's the part I heard, but it didn't tear, and it stitched real nicely. This is why we do a 5-pass. But, ta-da! Embroidered. So now, hopefully, we can pop these out. I want to see, though, because I did embroider them with white thread instead of color matching. Oh yeah, you're not seeing shit. And now we have a bunch of little hair pieces. Bunch of little hair spikes. Bitch, you act like you did all the work. You're lucky you're cute. Sarah's over here sighing. Like it's so much work for her to lay there and watch me. Yeah. Yeah, is that how you feel? Big old drama queen. Big old drama queen. Can't imagine where she gets it from. Can't imagine. It's not like we got her when I was a teenager. Doing teenagery things. Yeah. I am not excited to have to pay to maintain my embroidery machine, though. Because there's multiple parts about it that I am not excited for. Like, the fact that I would, in fact, have to take the thing apart in order to transport it. Because that thing's fucking huge and heavy. That embroidery machine might weigh a little bit more than Spade Serger, honestly. It's pretty fucking heavy for being mostly plastic. But it's more so that it's bulky, because the thing's like this damn... It's huge. Ow. I just popped my shoulder. That's rude. But then they're gonna charge me like $200 just to, I don't know, oil the damn thing? Because you're not supposed to oil it yourself. Not that I'd know where to oil it. There's an exact amount of oil. It's probably like 1 drop. Now, as much as I give brothers shit for their maintenance policies and warranty bullshit, they do make good machines. I'll give them that. I do like the brother machines. I just think it's stupid that I can't maintain my own machine. Because it might void the warranty, like, sir. My warranty was dead years ago. This machine does not have a lifetime warranty, and it's 8 years old. So whatever warranty it had is gone. I just want to open it to clean it. And they act like you're committing war crimes against sewing machines. Come on, Minky, cooperate with me. There we go. Alright. Cookies! Oh, now I really want cookies. I should actually make cookies. Here's the thing. Oh god, Minky everywhere. Oh, big yawn, Bingus! Oh, big yawn! Okay, so here's the thing, anyway. Now that Bingus is done being distracting, I like cookies. I don't like chocolate chips. So when I make chocolate chip cookies for myself, I make them sans chocolate chips. Ah, Samoas! That's the best cookie. That is the best. Ow, I've been stabbed. Why have I been stabbed? I was stabbed by my tape measure. That my flimsy fabric tape measure stabbed me. That's some bullshit right there. That's what that is. Yeah. Anyway. Well, yeah. Okay, Thin Mints are good. I'll give you that. But, like, I'm just saying, if I'm making cookies at home, I'm not making chocolate chip cookies with chocolate chips. I'm making just cookie. I want just the cookie. And honestly, I might not even cook it. I might just make the cookie dough with no chocolate chips and just eat it. Because, oh, the gritty texture. I love the texture of cookie dough. And I've gotten salmonella before. I'll live. I will live. I will be okay. But I grew up with the Thin Mints every time. That's what we got every year. And that shit's delicious. But then I discovered the power of Samoa, and I am a sucker for coconut. I really like coconutty shit, and I really like caramely coconut. Like, Samoas are just a treat. Sometimes they're too much, you know, like they're way too sweet, but oh, they're so good. I still like Thin Mints, though. Thin Mints are pretty good. Exactly. I've gone and I've bought those, like, $1 bags of pre-mixed cookie dough mix, and all I have to do is add, like, an egg and some butter to it or some shit. And I'll put in the extra effort to sift out the chocolate chips. And I'll put them off to the side, because no one, he eats the chocolate chips. Don't worry, there are people in my house that will eat the chocolate chips. They don't go to waste. But I do not want them. So then I make my cookie dough without the chocolate chips. And then sometimes, because I'm crazy, you know, I'll leave the chocolate chips in. No, but usually I sift them out, and then I make the cookie dough, and I just have a bowl full of cookie dough in the fridge for like a week. That I just slowly eat with a spoon. Like a fat ass. It's so good though. Alright guys, I know what I'm doing when I'm done streaming. I know what I'm gonna do. And I'm probably gonna be done streaming soon, because it's getting hot in here. That embroidery machine puts off a lot of heat. And there's no air conditioning in this room right now because the door is closed. So there's no airflow. It's just toasty. It's slowly cooking in here. I'm like a frog boiling in a pot of water, but it's me in my office with the dogs. I'm surprised Bingus isn't panting her face off yet, because she's laying in her chair, her fabric chair. Yeah, because you're spoiled. You're a spoiled baby. Yes, you are. Ta-da! I got most of the darts done. Bitch. Nobody asked for your opinion. I actually need to cut these. Well, I don't actually. I don't need to cut that part. I need to cut this part all the way to the end, because otherwise eyebrows ain't gonna eyebrow. There's a first for everything. Normally, when I have half of a brain, I shave the fur before I cut it out and sew it together. I didn't do that this time. So I guess we're trying something new. He's gonna get his face all glued on before I shave him. Which is not something that I've done before. Ever. I might still... Like right now, he's mostly flat. In fact, actually, I might get the clippers out now and try and trim down at least a little bit the parts, just because it's gonna be a pain in the ass otherwise.
Yeah. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hi. Look. Hi. Hello. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Hi. Hi. You guys see this shit? Yeah, hi, hello. I am one of his favorite strangers right now. Yeah. Yeah, I am. Oh, and he broke my nose. Hi, yes, hello. Hi. Can I shave now? Don't do that. Hi, hello. I gotta take a detour. Can I do my job? Can I? You gotta go lay down. You gotta go lay down. It's just me, calm down. Forrest, buddy. Buddy boy. Is it pretty? No. Is it short? Yes. That's what matters. That break. Okay.
I also drink mine, but this isn't an ad. Sam, I'll agree.
At Kroger, we've lowered prices on over
I should
1,000
cover the
items
microphone.
across our stores. So
Oh,
you and your
no.
family moving forward will
Alright,
save on
that's
budget. From fresh produce to
after
meat,
stream. I'm gonna remember to do that.
frozen foods. Kroger's got what your family's craving.
There we go. Alright.
Whew. Now, I got another set of these done. These ones got a little lumpier. I'm not gonna make too many more of these though yet. I believe in you, Jay. You can fight the No Bones Day. I might actually want to leave the long length on that edge, because that's where it'll connect to the head fur. This is the ugliest shave I've ever done. That's okay. It'll get smoothed out when I go back over it. And this is why we do a second pass. And then this guy's not even... He's not even, you know. We'll just trim him down at least. And then he'll also get shaved. But I become Forrest's favorite stranger whenever I put that mask on. Which is hilarious, because the first time I put it on, he thought I was going to kill him. It was terrifying. For some reason. Well, that sucks. I have lost my sewing needle. It's down here somewhere, I'm sure. It was only on 1,000 feet of thread, so... Can't have gone far. But of course I also don't have my glasses, so that's not doing me any favors. Oh. I sat it off to the side. Don't worry, I found it. Huzzah! Small wins. We're still shedding like crazy. What were you trying to draw, Jay? Or am I not allowed to ask? Is it a surprise? A surprise doodle that I'm not allowed to know about until you show me. Sneaky secret doodle. I feel like everybody's just tired today. Today's kind of a be dead kind of day. It's definitely a Thursday of the week. Some Thursdays don't feel like Thursdays. This Thursday feels like a Thursday. So much like a Thursday. Ah, there we go. I still need to make that playlist you were talking about. Alrighty. I think. I might be done sewing for the day. I think I also need a nap. It's been very productive though, at least. Like, I got a lot done today compared to what I expected to get done anyway. Like, I got the eyeballs installed this morning. I got him patterned and cut out, and he's got a single eyebrow in. It's great. I hate this shave trim. Oh my god. It's horrible. It's gonna drive me nuts until he gets his final shave on his face. I just know it. We did a bunch of embroidery. Probably cut those out later because that'll be easy. I might do some more sewing later too. But I should have some lunch because I hungies. I hunger. I hunger for the num-nums. So for now, oh, there's so many options. We're gonna go to this guy, I think. He's painting cats. Yeah. No, that's not what I wanted. And we'll go over and we'll see how he's doing. No, this isn't what I wanted. I need to... It does not port me over very well. There we go. And we'll get over there. Let's go. Bye-bye. We will all skedaddle.